Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. The relationship between Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto is getting worse. It's now emerging that William Ruto ordered a raid at Uhuru Kenyatta's Denis Pritt home, where 4 high-end vehicles were forcefully driven away for unknown reasons. It never stopped there. Ruto's government has also frozen funds that were meant for Uhuru Kenyatta as his retirement benefit funds. So in a nutshell, William Ruto has blocked all the benefits Uhuru Kenyatta was entitled to as a retired president. All those benefits have been blocked. Funds have been frozen. Uhuru Kenyatta is now being forced to dig deeper into his own pockets to finance some of these activities. So it's just like you work all your life, you retire, and then somebody freezes your retirement benefits. Maybe you are a teacher, you work all your life, or you are a police officer, you work all your life, and then somebody denies you your retirement benefits. That's what Uhuru Kenyatta is currently going through in William Ruto's hands. I want us to dig deep into this for Kenyans to understand what is happening here and what all this means, and why I strongly believe that William Ruto fighting Uhuru Kenyatta and Rigathi Gachagua at the same time can be very, very dangerous for him. Before we do that, let's look briefly at the story as captured by Sunday Nation. Budget, funds not released as required by law, starved of cash. While there has not been any recent public clash between President Ruto and his predecessor, Uhuru Kenyatta, it seems the frosty relationship between the two friends turned foes has deteriorated as the office of retired head of state is crippled with funds frozen despite allocation and disparate letters are ignored. Travel, no air tickets provided for official trips abroad. Cars, funds for new vehicles frozen. Ex-president takes care of repair costs. Staff, contracts not renewed and required staff numbers have not been met. Fuel, forced to spend his own money to keep official cars running. Rent, dispute over location of his office lingers with no cash released for preferred site. Allowance, payments to staff traveling with him for trips is never provided. So that's the situation, ladies and gentlemen. I strongly believe that Uhuru Kenyatta, irrespective of his political affiliation, he is entitled to his retirement benefits. That's a right in the Constitution. Nobody, not even William Ruto, can deny him those rights. So by Ruto's government denying Uhuru Kenyatta those rights, Ruto and his government, they are breaking the law. So Ruto and his team should actually be arrested. They are clearly breaking the law. I want us to dig deep into this. But before we do that, let's listen to William Ruto speaking some years back. Listen to this.
Mimi nauliza nyinyi, kama mko na shida na Wakikuyu, hamuko na shida na Wakikuyu kuliko sisi wa Kalenjin. Tuko na shida kubwa zaidi, sawa sawa. Lakini ikifika mahali unatofautisha maneno, unaweka maneno ya tofauti za kijamii kando, unatafuta serikali kwanza, kwa sababu ile serikali itakusaidia kutatua matatizo ulio nayo.
That was William Ruto years back, before he became the president. And he was saying that if Kenyans think they have problems with the Kikuyu community, they, the Kalenjins, have more and serious problems with the Kikuyu community. So they just have to get that power, and that power will help them in solving the problems they have with the Kikuyu community. Look at it from this angle. Currently, as things are, there are two senior-most mountain leaders, Uhuru Kenyatta and Rigathi Gachagua, by the virtue that he is a deputy president. William Ruto is fighting these two leaders at the same time. So he's just trying to make sure he dismantles the Mount Kenya political leadership, so that the mountain will have nobody to speak on their behalf. The moment you destroy the senior-most leaders in any region, the people are left without a leader. So nobody can speak on their behalf. The leaders who are now left are too weak to speak on behalf of the people. In fact, in most occasions, they are just sycophants, cheerleaders. I don't know whether William Ruto is fulfilling those remarks he made years back. That's a story for another day. In this video, I want us to understand what's happening here and what William Ruto is trying to achieve. William Ruto is trying to intimidate Uhuru Kenyatta into silence. He wants Uhuru Kenyatta to support his government. If he can't support his government, then Ruto wants him to go into silence. So he thinks that by starving Uhuru Kenyatta of cash, he's going to achieve that feat. That's exactly what is happening here. Ruto wants to intimidate Uhuru Kenyatta so that Uhuru Kenyatta can join him. If he can't join him, he wants Uhuru Kenyatta to remain silent. I don't think he will achieve his desire, because Uhuru Kenyatta, having served as a president, I believe is an independent thinker who you can't force or you can't panel beat. So it only means the relationship between these two leaders will only worsen. Ruto cannot intimidate Uhuru Kenyatta into supporting him. If he thinks it can intimidate Uhuru, then I think he's getting it completely wrong. I don't think Uhuru Kenyatta will give in to William Ruto's threats. The second thing I'm seeing here, I'm seeing a William Ruto who is on a revenge mission. He's punishing Uhuru Kenyatta for Uhuru's betrayal, if there was any betrayal. He's punishing Uhuru Kenyatta for refusing to support him. That's what is also happening here. So Ruto is also coming out as a very revengeful leader, a leader who never forgives. He's clearly punishing Uhuru Kenyatta for Uhuru's refusal to support him. But now William Ruto is the president. He should let go of the past. He is the president now. I'm also seeing a William Ruto who is just trying to make sure there is no contrary political voice on the mountain. Ruto is determined to remain the Mount Kenya kingpin. He saw himself as the mountain's political kingpin, and the mountain agreed with him. They gave him votes, a confirmation that he was their kingpin. Ruto does not want to relinquish that position. So any leader who can be a threat, that leader has to be fought. Finally, fighting Uhuru Kenyatta and Rigathi at the same time will be too costly, too dangerous for William Ruto. Rigathi supporters and Uhuru Kenyatta supporters will gang up against him. They will have a common enemy in him. And that only means one thing: total rebellion on the mountain. And William Ruto will lose it. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.